Hi guys, welcome back to a new video on the channel. Now today, as you can see by the title, this is my predictions for how the championship table could look by the end of the season. Now obviously we know that the championship is back. The 20th of June is the prospected date. Look, guys, I'm as excited as everyone else is. At the end of the day, this pandemic does seem to be calming down. I haven't been on here doing videos for a while myself. I actually did contract the virus. I'm okay now, hence why I'm still at home. I'm feeling a lot better, but wow, it doesn't half hit you if you get it. So obviously it is starting to calm down now, which is the main thing, and football is coming back. Obviously, the Barclays Premier League as well will be starting, so I will look at doing a prediction video for the table in the Premier League. Although, bar Liverpool being champions, there isn't much you can change in the Prem. But that being said, this video is about the Championship table. Now, what I did was I went away, I had a look at the Championship table, how it is now, and I then went through there's a site where you can predict the results. So I kind of did all the results for the last few games of the season, and there are some interesting changes in the league table. Most notably, I will say before the video starts that my team Reading jump up quite a way. We don't make the playoffs before anyone thinks that. It's just a very high jump in positions, I will say that. So my championship table, obviously, I don't know how you get the things on the screen at the moment, so unfortunately it won't be done that way. But my champions, I've got Leeds. I think that the truth behind it is that with the games that Leeds and West Brom both have between now and the end of the season, they're not going to be caught. I think the only possible that could happen is Nottingham Forest could possibly catch West Brom point-wise because of the way I've done my results. So I've actually got Leeds, as I say, in first. West Brom are in second. Nottingham Forest are in third, but both Nottingham Forest and West Brom are on 87 points. So it would come down to goal difference. So there's a possibility there of being a difference. In fourth, I've got Brentford. I think that Brentford have had a fantastic season. They're a wonderful club. Obviously, they're moving to their new stadium, as everyone knows, next season, and we're hoping. Well, I say we. The football community is hoping that they could have Premier League football in that new stadium to open. It would be wonderful for them. It'd be a great story, but obviously not everybody will be hoping for that. More or less so than team in fifth, Fulham. I think Fulham have had a very good season. It's been a tough season for them. It's been a hard season. But the good thing for them is that they're getting the results in the right places. But again, something that we have to remember with these games is they're behind closed doors. And at Craven Cottage, the atmosphere, it's a quirky little ground, and that Fulham do really well with the crowds there. So again, is that going to be a factor? Is it going to affect them? Is it not? We've seen in the Bundesliga that not many of the the sides have been troubled by not having their fans there. So hopefully that would continue, and maybe it'll make teams play more expansive football because they're not being hounded by unfavourative away fans or home fans that don't like the away team. In sixth place, we've got Bristol City. That's the final playoff place. Now, Bristol City, again, they've been they've had a great season. They've got some great results. They're an interesting side. Again, as I said in many videos, I do not count them as rivals to Reading. Okay, it's along the M4, but they're too far away for it to be even considered a derby. Bristol City are a good side, and the playoffs will be interesting. If the playoffs are Nottingham Forest, Bristol City, and Fulham Brentford, it's going to be a cracking set of playoffs, and not one I'd look forward to predicting. But of course, I would. It's my my job. It's what I have to do for the channel. So just missing out on the playoffs in seventh is Millwall. I think again Millwall. It still doesn't mean they're not going to. Like I said, these are just predictions. Any of the results that I've maybe predicted Millwall to get a draw, if they win that game, or if I predicted them to lose and they win or draw, then again these are all speculation results. They're not guaranteed. Let's put it that way. This is where I can see the comments coming. I've got Reading in 8th. We're currently 14th. We're 9 points off the playoffs, but looking at our run-in, it looks quite favourable. We do have the odd game that, yet to be fair, I've been honest and I've looked at it and thought, we may not pick up points there. But I've got us going up to 8th. Now, that would be nice. I'm not saying it's going to happen. We may not get out of mid-table. But again, this is just a prediction video. It's not guaranteed. It's not with any disrespect. In 9th is Blackburn Rovers. Again, I think Blackburn, I had them at the start of the season. I don't think I did a prediction video, but I did think they were going to do quite well in the season. They're a good side, but there's something not clicking at Blackburn. But when it clicks, they'll be a strong side. But at the moment, they're not clicking. In 10th, I've got Preston North End. Preston have had a really good season again, like a lot of the teams in the top half. They're in that sort of batch of teams that can get into the playoffs, but then also on the cusp of mid-table. But to be honest, I think for them, it could just be a little bit too much. But you never know. Again, the results could easily change. So I don't drag the video on too long. I won't be revealing the next set of teams. Obviously, if your team hasn't been mentioned, then you know you're in that mid-table bracket. Down to about where we'll go to 17th. Okay, so any teams I haven't mentioned after 17, you know that you're between 16th and 13th. Actually, looking at this, that would be Cardiff and Swansea, and then 16th is Middlesbrough. So 17th is Hull, 18th QPR, 19th Huddersfield, 20 Barnsley. Yes, I've got Barnsley to survive. 21 is Charlton. So Barnsley and Charlton at the moment are 2 of the 3 teams in the bottom, in the relegation zone. Now, I honestly believe that Barnsley will have enough to get out, and I honestly think Charlton will have enough to get out, despite Lyle Taylor now not wanting to play. I understand the craziness of that, and I know that a lot of people will disagree, and that's perfectly fine. Like I say, I'm here it's just an opinion. You guys are allowed yours as well. This is your channel as much as mine. You're allowed to disagree. It's not a problem. Be nice about it. No, in the day, you're allowed to disagree. So my bottom 3 is Stoke, Wigan and Luton. Now, with Luton, I've got a lot of Luton friends. I live in Bedford, so it's not far from Luton. I know a lot of them, and they are worried. But then, to be fair, Luton possibly could have a better chance now. They've got their manager back. I'm sure he'll do quite well, but we'll have to see. But that's another reason I've got Stoke in the bottom 3, because I think that with Nathan Jones leaving, going back to Luton, they've lost their manager, the momentum's gone. It just feels a little bit like Wolves did that year. They went down to Sunderland as well, and it feels a little bit like that. So, to be honest, that's what we're going for in that. As for Wigan, I just think, okay, you can argue their stadium empty most Saturdays, but I just think they're going to struggle. I'm not sure this break would have done them any good. But again, this is just a prediction. So to put the final point on the end of this video, Leeds and West Brom, I believe, are going to go up to the Premier League. And Luton, Stoke and Wigan will find themselves in League One next season. As for the playoffs, if my playoffs are correct, and I think, say it's Nottingham Forest, Brentford, Fulham and Bristol City, then I would have to say Nottingham Forest. But again, that is just a prediction. Let me know in the comments, guys, what your tables, what you think will happen in the Championship. Feel free to ridicule me if I've been unfair to your team. And let me know what you think, guys. I'm going to do another video, like I say, as soon as I know what's going on with League 1 and League 2. Then if League 1's going to start, we'll do a video. If League 2 is going to start, we'll do a video. I will do the Premier League one. Let me know in the comments if you want me to do the Premier League table, and then I'll be happy to do that. Other than that, guys, stay safe, enjoy yourselves, keep watching the Bundesliga if you are, and hopefully we'll see you soon for some prediction videos. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.